Hey y'all, happy Friday! Thank you for joining me. My name is Alyssa Thomas from Penguin and Fish, where we make lovely and quirky hand embroidery kits. And I am here every weeknight at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. It's a time where we can relax and craft together for about an hour, and I work on projects from beginning to end. So just a note, you guys, it is the time change this Sunday. So I will still be at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. So if you move with the time shift, you will stay with me at 8:30 p.m. And if you don't move, I will be on an hour earlier, I believe, for you guys. So keep that in mind for Monday when I come back. That is that. And just be sure to, if you want to know for sure, just you can see what time Central Time is at 8:30 p.m. and compare that. You can just Google that to make sure what time it is for you guys. But it should probably be an hour earlier. Unless you do the time switch, then you're with me. All right, at the same time. So tonight I am going to continue some free motion quilting. We got two more of these little guys to go. There's this one, and then there's this little, the one with the kitty and the spool bowls, clamshells, all that one as well. So I think since I'm all set up for free motion quilting, we're gonna just keep going on this for a little while. So we can just get her done, basically. So tonight I'm gonna start on this guy right here, this little 4 patch. And I think it's gonna be, I'm gonna start with the pineapple. So I have some ideas for the pineapple, and I might just do like an overall kind of swirl thing for the rest. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. This one does have that double batting in, so it's gonna be extra poofy. So I wonder if we can play with that a little bit, like have areas where we don't stitch a lot and then areas where we stitch pretty densely, and see if we can control the poof a little bit. I don't know, we'll give it a go. So if you have any ideas for that as we go, let me know. Yeah, that's the plan. So thanks again for joining me tonight. I'm gonna flip you around. Let's get sewing. All right, so here is our one from last night. Yep, we did the little eyeball guy last night, so that was super fun. I love looking at it from the back. So last night we did an eyeball on this one. Oop, that was from the night before. This guy right here, which was kind of cool. Like, seek and you shall find, and we have that compass in the middle. And then we ended up doing that eye around that. So we did that, and then plus we finished filling in the background with these string of pearl patterns. So I think it's really fun. So this is kind of just like drawing with the machine versus just trying to connect everything all on purpose. It was just, if we have to go around and around again, that's fine. And that was really fun. All right, so that's that. And then this is, again, the one that we did the night before that. So far we have 2 finished guys. These ones are ready to trim down and then start doing the quilt as you go technique. And again, the quilt as you go technique is after we've trimmed it down, where we connect blocks with more sashing, and then at the same time we also connect it to a strip on the back that we hand stitched down. So it's machine stitched on like a binding would be, and then flipped over and then hand stitched along the edge. So that part doesn't have quilting, so you can see where it is. But that's how we're managing to quilt this, and then sew it together all, and have a finished quilt as we go, which is kind of awesome. I'm loving that, the quilt as you go. All right, so let's scooch these guys to the side, and let's get our pineapple out. So what I would like to start with here is, I think I want to just outline, like right on the edge, I want to outline this pineapple and the little fronds. And then I think what would be fun for the inside is to do like some diagonals in between these like nubbins, and then come do diagonals up the other way. And then maybe, some decorative little stitches in here. And then I thought it would be fun to do like a big echo. Like maybe we do a lot of echo stitching where we just trace the whole thing on the outside again. So we just kind of have this, this kind of framing poof around it. And then I thought we could play with like maybe some swirls, and like a swirl could come down here and maybe into this area where it's pretty curvy, and we could fill that in. I don't know, that's about as far as my brain has got. So let's start there and see what happens. So yeah, I'm gonna start, let's just maybe start at the bottom here. Maybe we should start at the top because then we'll end up by the frond. So I'm going to start here, go around to here, and then we'll start the fronds. So that'll be the whole outside, plus, like this little part. Then, I think it'd be fun to add some little decorative stitches in here. And then we'll start that back and forth sort of deal and see where we end up. I think to get to that echoed part, I think I'm going to just do a little jump and then start the echo. And then we'll try and connect everything else without jumping. So let's see how this goes. I think just so you guys know, that's my general plan as we get started here, and we'll just see how this goes, I suppose. All right, just getting settled here. All right. Okay, so get the machine on. So, all right, I'm gonna start right where these fronds meet. So I think as I get going here, first of all, let's tighten this. It's just kind of hovering. As we get going here, I'm going to have to remember that it is pretty poofy. So hopefully, I just want to like hold it flat as I go, I think, so it doesn't, let's use the grippets, so it doesn't like buckle anywhere. Grippets, where are you? Here you are. Okay. Take the shoes off. That's not gonna work. All right, and I think we're ready. Oh, nope, let's bring up the back thread. So that's on the front. That way we won't get, hopefully, any bird's nests, any crazy thread blobs on the back. All right, so I just went backwards with the needle, and then that brought up the bottom thread. All right, so there we go. Get that presser foot down again. I'm gonna hold these and just start a couple stitches. All right, now we should be good to go. I'm gonna actually trim those down a little bit, and then once I get away from the starting point, I will trim them down more. Ooh, I'm getting a bunch of, my workspace is getting messy again with curved safety pins. So that's a good sign. It means we're doing stuff. Ooh. Do I have a little stain here or a fuzzle? I don't know. Something on my fabric there. Maybe it'll disappear once we quilt over it. All right, so going around here, and then the fronds. All right, just trying to hold it flat. All right. Oh gosh, it's already poofy. I love it. All right, seems like a good time to move the hands. Trying to get better at breathing and moving my hands. And actually, now that I think of it, my shoulders are pretty tense. I should try and rest my shoulders a little bit too. Wow, look how poofy it is already though. Oh, it is just, it just really is. It just really got super poofy. Okay, I am loving the double thickness of of the batting. I mean, I am gonna stitch some of it down, but I think that's gonna make each of these little quadrants that we stitched poofy on their own, which will maybe put some emphasis on them. I don't know, we'll see, but I'm liking it. All right, I'm cutting across here. All right. All right, let's get these fronds. Oh, does it look like the spikes of my hedgehog are coming out of my head? Yeah. I think that's a little goofy. All right, I kind of can't see. All right. So I'm just going around the fronds here. We don't need this guy. Ugh. Alright. Coming along. You can still see my water-soluble marker along the edge of this from the needle turn applique, but that'll all come off. All right, so we are around here once. Now I'm gonna go add in some decorative stuff. So I'm gonna start by, let's just add some frondy like lines in the middle. See how that goes. So I'm kind of going up to the, leaves, and then kind of back down. Then scooching over. Ooh, what's happening here? Oh man, are we out of bobbin? How can that be? Well, I guess we have been doing a lot of free motion quilting, so that uses up stuff. Oh, you guys, I don't even think I have another bobbin ready. Boo! Yep, empty. Well, that's not a good way to start the day. All right, let's go up here. Let's get a bobbin all set. Bummer! Usually I have like an extra one going here, but we ran out of that guy too. Okay, let's give this a go. Good Friday thing. Load up the bobbin. Maybe I'll load up that other one right away too. Yeah, I thought we just changed it, but we have been doing a lot of free motion quilting, so oops. Gosh, and you know what? Ever since I changed the belt of my machine, I can't untighten my wheel enough for my needle to stop going up and down. So my needle's going up and down this entire time, which I don't like, but oh well. You'll wind a couple bobbins with me. That's nice, Shauna. I'm using the 50 weight, and that can wind a pretty big bobbin. I'm holding it down so it doesn't fly off. Do any of you guys have bobbin winders separate from your machine? Like, I know they make those. I've never used one before. And you know what? We're here. Let's do the other one. Boo. Let's get her done. We do have this one and a whole nother one to do. So actually, that's a good point. So we switched our bobbin, and then we almost started our quilting right after that. So, we went through a bobbin by quilting 2 of these blocks. With the presser foot down. No, it's still going with the presser foot down. It's something to do with this wheel. So usually I untighten this wheel, and that should stop the needle from going but it's not, yeah, it's not loosening. So I think when I changed the belt, I don't think I hooked something right back to this. So I think it's time to take the machine apart again. And I did oil the top recently, but I didn't unscrew the bottom and oil all that. So I don't know. I should try and take this side apart again and see if I can get this wheel to work. But in the meantime, the needle's going crazy. Oh, you have it on your must-have list, a bobbin winder. Yeah, I bet you for people doing a lot of free motion quilting, I bet you they got loads of bobbins ready to go. Almost done. All right. Yeah, this one just doesn't, it doesn't, like I put a washer or something in backwards, I think. Something's just not right. I should be able to loosen the wheel, and that should make it so only the bobbin goes and not the foot as well, but for some reason that's just not the case with my machine anymore. So yep, time to tinker around with it again, I suppose. All right. Get this guy back in here. Now would probably be a good time to clean it again. I just did kind of do that, but yeah, with all this quilting, maybe that'll be a little weekend project for me. Oil and clean up the machine again. Oh, you have a bobbin winder and love it, Sandra? All right. Almost back in business here. Just gotta thread this puppy. There we go. All right, let's bring that thread up from the bottom. All right. Okay. We're back. All right. Oh, you have one, but I haven't used it in a while. What weight thread do you recommend for free motion quilting on your domestic? Gianna, Jenna, I'm just using 50 weight thread. I'm just learning to quilt, so I don't have a real good answer, but the 50 weight seems to be working fine so far. I have tried a thicker, a 12 weight, which is quite thick. That's quite a lot for my sewing machine to handle in general, and that was rough. Like it works for, you know, a little bit, but yeah, but I don't want to push it with that because it breaks the thread and frays and just causes a mess. But I can do it for like a tiny bit, so if I just need it for a little bit of decorative stitching, that's worked okay. But yeah, the 50 weight is working well. I suppose it just kind of depends on what you're going for. If you want something more decorative, then use a contrasting color or a little thicker thread, maybe not quite 12 weight, but you know, a little heavier than 50, so like a 30 weight. All right, back in business here. All right, so that's the first little bit of some decorative stuff. So that really pushed things down. adding those extra stitches, which is fine. I do kind of wonder if I should do the decorative stuff in here. I think I still am, just because I think it'll look cool on the back with this crisscross. So yeah, I think we'll still do it here. All right, I'm going to use my little straight edge guy here as a guide. Travel up here. All right, I'm gonna aim for here. I'm just totally eyeballing these lines, so they might not be perfectly parallel to each other or anything. We're just trying something. All right, there's the first. Now let's travel down here a little bit. All right, let's scooch back up. I'm gonna try and get parallel, but you know, that might not happen. Like one more stitch down or so. All right, let's just go here. It's not gonna be parallel, the end. But hopefully they're straight because I'm using this ruler. Ooh, ruler's gotta go the whole way. All right, there. So I'm kind of going in between these kind of lines. They're not perfect. They're, you know, a little wonky in the design, you know, on purpose. So they're not gonna be all centered or anything, which is fine. But cute. Okay, I like it so far. Let's keep going. So again, this is practice traveling over what I've already done already. I'm kind of getting my needle lined up so it's kind of centered in here, and then I'm putting the my little straight edge here, and I'm just kind of trying to get my edge parallel to what I did before. I mean, up here it's a little wonky, but oh well. All right, right here. Ooh, what's happening now? It's hard to push. There, I think I was attached to I think this caught to the edge of my machine here. Stop moving. Ooh, it is still stuck. What the heck? All right, let's just try that again. I'm just gonna get the grippets out here. Oh, you guys, that's what's going on. Boo! All right, I figured it out. And I'll show you what happened here. Oh, bummer. So I'm gonna have to try and fix this, but I'm just gonna rotate my my screw. This edge of the screw caught onto one of my little French knots here, so it was pulling my French knot out. So let's see if we can remedy that. Now I don't know which one's this connected to, but this one seems pretty tight, so I bet you it's this one. So I'm just gonna tug on this one a little bit to balance this one out. Let's see what else is it connected to. Oh, there, this one a little bit. So I'm gonna pull on this one. Bummer! So I gotta pay attention to that a lot more than I was. All right, so this one's just a little, ugh, now what's this one connected to? There we go. I just gotta kind of equalize it all through. But man, it was really stuck on there. All right, so I think it looks okay now. I think once I wash this, that's gonna all kind of come together again. There, I think I helped it out a little bit there. All right, I think we're okay again. Glad I figured that out though. All right, let's keep going. But look how poofy this is. It's cute. All right, next up, yeah, look, it is just dragging right on there. With my particular machine, this screw is so big, so it's actually hitting these French knots. So I'm just gonna have to keep my eyes on it, I guess. kind of covering them up with my straight edge here, but not quite all of them. Let's tuck him underneath. All right, back up. All right, dealing with some poof over here. All right, so I pushed the poof and kind of made a little pleat here, but oh well. I think that's kind of it. Yeah, all right, so we're gonna go back up and down the other side here, I think. Actually, I think I'm gonna go this way, because that was the last row. All right, we have this one. I have this one to go up first, though. Let's go up there. All right, I think right there. All right, now we're going perpendicular to what we were doing before. So right here, I think, is a good start. I cut through this one a little bit, but oh, it's gonna look so sweet. All right, I'm gonna travel down here. Again, I'm just trying to kind of center it within this line, even though they're kind of off center. Doing our best, that's what we're doing. Okay, and then again, I'm trying to make it kind of parallel to what I just did. Ooh. No, Aline, hopefully nothing's next. I don't want more mistakes. Oh, speaking of, this isn't really a mistake, but it's a thing. It's an issue. We are supposed to get like potentially like 7 more inches of snow tomorrow. And it might be like snow/rain. Ugh. So I'm going to be stuck at home all day tomorrow. Which I was going to be anyway, but still. Oh, this is looking so cute. It's like little pillows, little square pillows here. All right, we have one more to do right here, and then that's basically it. We'll go a little lower. Yeah, how about right there? Okay, this is the last one. Okay, we have our adorable pineapple. Oh my God, look at it. It is so cute. All right, I love the double thickness of the batting. I mean, that's what's giving us all our poof. This is that one that kind of got pulled up a little bit, but again, I think it'll be okay. And this crisscross just looks so sweet. I can't wait to kind of peek at the bottom here. All right, so next up, I did want to add like a big kind of echo around this because I think it's gonna like just look cool. It's gonna give us like a little, like a poofy outline to this. But I don't want to just stitch out to it. I think I want to jump out to it, like how we did last night where we jumped and then I just trimmed the bits later. I think I want to do that here. So first of all, let's get this dude out of the way. Because I want a nice, clean, distinct border that is away from the piece here. So I'm going to just put a couple stitches here. All right, I'm going to lift up. And, you know, in theory, the easiest place to do it would be just a 1/4 inch away because then we can use our foot as a guide. I kind of wanted it bigger than that, though. Let's see. I'm just going to scooch around a little bit. I could try doing like a 1/2 inch and then I would just have to eyeball like a 1/4 inch away. I think I could do that because I'm just kind of equalizing from the needle to here and then there again. I think we're gonna do that. So we're gonna try and go about this far away from all the way around the outside. And I think maybe it'll be easiest to go up first. Let's do that. Oh, Harlow, that's why I have videos for it. You can always just check out one of the videos on YouTube and then fast forward to wherever you want to check out. Okay, so let's give this a go. I'm gonna eyeball this. All right. All right, I'm kind of peeking. I'm peeking underneath here so I can see. All right, here we go. All right, let's move my hands. All right, this is kind of like our little inner point. All right, let's keep going around the outside. Ooh, I think this is gonna look really cute. Ooh, got a little close there. That's okay. Cute. All right. So this part is probably going to get trimmed, or it's like sewn into the seam allowance. I am trying to kind of push this flat as I go. Oh, do it, Kathy! All right, now we're kind of at that 1/2 inch again. Let's get around back to the bottom here. Okay. Kind of flatten it out. All right, move the hands. They're getting out of the way. All right, going around that bottom, and I'm just trying to connect to where I was. It's a little hard to see. All right, I think that does the job. It's cute. I like it. All right, so maybe I shouldn't have started here, because what I want to do now is kind of get a... I thought it'd be fun to get like really dense here now. So like maybe we start defining some shapes. So all right, I think this is what we do. So I was thinking here, I'll show you. This is like my only other idea for this. I'll just use a pencil here. So I was thinking it'd be fun. I'm gonna draw it smaller, but I thought it'd be fun. Like, okay, so here's the pineapple, that we just did, right? Maybe I come off of the line, like right where I am now. Here, let me get up so you guys can see. And I want to swoop down into this other block. Ooh, that's a little bit big. But like just kind of make a shape and get to the bottom, kind of like a swooped line. And then I want to kind of swoop back up all the way to the top, just making a shape. And then I thought it'd be fun to fill it in with like, one of these squiggle shapes or something, I think I need to work on my filling shapes situation, since I don't think I'm very good at that. I need practice on that. So I thought maybe something like this would be good. I saw online someone who did this, and then they went back, but a little further in, and it made like a really neat kind of double texture thing. I'm wondering if we try that maybe. So anyway, I think that's where I'm going with this. So I'm gonna kind of, maybe I'll travel back down here a little and swoop to kind of mimic some of these shapes. Maybe we just kind of mimic this circle and we kind of swoop through here and then come back, and we'll just have like this weird swoopy thingy. I don't know. Let's give it a go though. I think it might be kind of fun. We'll just see what happens. So I'm gonna just freehand kind of make this shape here, and I think I'm gonna come off of here. Zoop. Yeah, okay. Need a sound effect. All right, so I'm gonna come off of that pineapple. And I'm just gonna start swooping down here. All right, we're kind of following the shape of that. And we're just gonna cut through here. All right, we did a thing. All right, so now I'm gonna swoop up in the other direction and kind of follow that line a little bit. So let's make it kind of big. Let's go to maybe about right there. And that's what we'll kind of like ribbon fill a little bit. Oh man, you know what? I think I'm gonna cheat. We're gonna turn this around so I can see better. Normally I wouldn't do that probably with a whole big quilt, but I think, I'm doing Quilt As You Go. I have the option to turn it around the other direction, and I'm gonna do it. All right, so now I can see that line I just did, and I can follow that swoop a little bit easier, I think. Okay. Ooh, but let's pull up, get going on there a little. Okay, now I'm ready. Ah, doesn't want to move. There we go, just got to get it going. I think actually the batting was stuck to that same spot on my screw here again. Dumb. All right. This maybe isn't quite as elegant, but it kind of swoops up on this side. I'm still kind of following the shape of this pineapple now. Is my foot dragging? Is that it? My foot's high enough, I think. Okay, and then we're off here again. All right, so here's what we got going on. So I have my pineapple, and then I've made kind of this swoopy shape that kind of just goes down to the bottom for no reason. But I thought, now why don't we try filling in this shape? So I would like this to be pretty dense because I want this poofiness to be here. So I'm gonna just like fill this in, and I might actually travel and start right here and do like that ribbony shape all throughout here and see if that happens. And then we have to do something dense over here too, but we'll do that next. Playing around, that's what we're doing, just practicing. So getting over to this side again. Okay, I might have messed this up a little bit. It is really poofy on the edge. All right, let's give this a go. Well, let's get over a little bit further. I might be making a little pucker here, but that's okay. All right, now we're practicing. Oh yeah, we're gonna get a pucker. Oh, I think this part will probably be trimmed off anyway, though. Well, it's definitely good that I'm practicing this because it's already tough for me. Yeah, I was thinking about this morning. I really do need to work on just like my overall fills, I think. Yeah, we're catching on here a lot up here. So this is feeling like a good idea. Feeling like a place where I need some practice. Oh yeah, look, see, it keeps catching. So I'm just following that shape that we initially did. That tube, basically. All right, see what we're doing in here? This is not the meander. This is just, oh, what would you call this? It's kind of like a, what do they call it? Like a candy, something like a candy stripe or something. That's not, I don't think that's quite right. Like a ribbon, candy ribbon. So you'll see the pattern in a sec here once I stop. All right, let's scooch. Ribbon candy, there we go. For some reason, ribbon stuck out of my head and candy stuck out of my head, so ribbon candy, that's it. It kind of looks like, it's like that hard candy that they squiggle back and forth like this in layers. My guess is that's where it comes from. Ooh, it's a little bit of a challenge to get into some of these bigger and then littler corners here. All right, I gotta move my hands, but I don't want to stop. There we go. I'm kind of trying to change the direction of these ribbons as this tube changes directions. Oh, I gotta move my hands again, but I don't want to stop. Oh, it's looking cute though. So I think I'm going to turn it around again so I can see what I'm doing back the other way. And I think this will be the last one right there. Okay, let's check it out. It's sweet. That's funny, Shauna. All right. Here we go. So you can kind of see it's just like this back and forth, like big bulbous squiggle where they don't cross over. Usually I like where we cross over the swirl, but this one I didn't do that. I wanted to give this a try. I don't think I've really done this before, but all right. So here you can see it travels up here. I want to make this more dense though. So I saw someone do this on Instagram. I should look up who it was again, but let's just try and draw it with here. So what they did is, it was this ribbon candy thing, but then they came back up. So let's just pretend I'm starting here. They came and they went like only halfway up. So they kind of did the ribbon candy again, but smaller. And so it looked like they were just kind of echoing on the inside like that. And that'll make this much denser, I think. And they actually did it like one more time too. So even more dense in there. And I kind of love it. I want to make this super dense because remember the denser we make this thing that's touching the pineapple, the poofier this pineapple border will be. So that's why I want to just kind of keep filling this in. And again, I think I'm going to start from the top here. Now I gotta wrap my brain around this again. So I think I gotta get in here a little bit. All right, I'm doing the same thing basically, but now I'm crossing over. Oh gosh, this is gonna be a little brain twist here. Okay, let's do it. Oh, Tracy, these blocks have been really helpful for me for that. Breaking out of just stitching in the ditch. Actually, you know what? That's a really good point. That was my big fear before starting free motion quilting was I don't want to I don't want to stitch through a block, right? Because like to me, the pattern is we made this block to have all this pattern. How do I just stitch over it? You know what I mean? That's like, I really am pushing myself by doing that. Like it might not seem like it, but for me to cover up this block with something random was tough. So I'm totally with you about breaking out of stitch in the ditch. So I think start with stitching in the ditch. Like, like if you stitched in the ditch here, stitching in the ditch just means you follow the line. You know what I mean? So try doing this. You follow the line here, and then here, and then back the line there. So you are stitching in the ditch there, but then try and fill that with something. You know what I mean? Like that might be a good way to start. And then, yeah, like I said, this is weird for me. This is like an active rebellion against my instincts to cut right through here like this. All right, I'm just kind of using the thickness of my presser foot as a guide here. Hopefully this is working. We'll see in a sec here. All right. I don't know what this is doing, but I think it's okay. I think we're making a shape. I don't know. What I'm doing is I'm kind of going a 1/4 inch, so I'm using my foot as a guide. I'm running like on the inside of the shape of this ribbon, of this shape, bulbous shape, and then as it gets to the center, I'm crossing over and then doing it to the opposite side. So I'm always staying on the inside of the shape, basically, but crossing over to the opposite side. There, now I'm crossing over, and I'm the bottom one I'm staying a 1/4 inch away, and now I'm crossing over, and the top one I'm staying a 1/4 inch away. So crossing over, bottom one a 1/4 inch away, and crossing over, top one a 1/4 inch away. So let's see if this ends up working. Ooh, this one I got kind of weird. Okay. This is around that middle area where my shapes get kind of funny. But I'm still doing that 1/4 inch as best I can. This might be totally weird when I'm done, but that's what it's all about. We're experimenting. Oh, I know I should move my hands. All right, fine. All right, I think I'm getting it now that I'm at the end here. It's a little weird up here because it gets really small. I think we just stop. We don't have to go all the way to the end. Most of this is going to be cut off anyway, I think. All right, let's see what it looks like. Oh, that's kind of cool. So see, we just got a little denser here. Yeah. Wonder if I should do that one more time. Maybe I like it enough. I don't know. Makes me nervous. Let's see. What could we do next? I could do that again. I'm almost afraid I'll wreck it if I do it again. You know what? I'm going to do it again. I want to make this super dense. I'm going to do it one more time. I'm going to do another 1/4 inch on the inside, and then we cross over again. So let's see. How do I get out of here, though? In this little itty bitty area. Okay, inside, inside. Okay, that's where we're gonna do it. Inside, inside. All right, we're gonna just zoom over to here and start here. I just gotta stay on the inside of the shapes always, and then that 1/4 of an inch, and then I should be able to do it. And then it crosses over at that same point. It's easier for these bigger things. Here's where it's gonna get difficult around this curve. Using all my brain power for this right now. I'm just remembering to stay on the inside of these curves, and then I think that's the trick. Inside. I think it's working though. All right, we made it. All right, let's turn it around. All right, it's definitely getting denser though. Ooh, it's kind of cool. So we just really just kept adding squiggles in there. I kind of like it. I almost think we echo this outside shape and get back up to the top. Let's do that. Let's do that, and then we'll call it an evening. We're gonna echo around here and then bump out around this pineapple again, and then maybe we'll I don't know, add some extra bloops around there. All right, so I'm gonna travel to the edge again. We'll just make this a 1/4 inch echo, not the 1/2 inch echo like we did for the pineapple. So I'm just echoing that outside like snake shape that we defined earlier. And it kind of goes with this. Actually, we could, yeah, I don't know. Let's keep going. All right, so now we're kind of back. Oop, geez. We're back to the pineapple. So here's an opportunity to kind of do something. All right, I just bumped you guys. I wonder if I should try like my swirl stuff that I'm really bad at, or where you do a leaf and you bounce back a few times. Let's do that. Okay, that's what I'm doing. That it's tough for me, this particular design. So this will be good practice. So this is where you do the leaf little shape in and out and then in, and then you somehow start another one. That's the challenge for me. All right, we're just gonna start. So let's we'll do the little leaf shape. And then we'll go around the other way. And then the other way. And now I think this is where you can start a new one. And then just start bouncing this way. This really is a challenge for me, you guys, these shapes. It's kind of like one of those all over quilting ones. So, all right, I'm gonna do another one in here, although I gotta get myself back over here. So not quite sure I'm gonna do that yet. I suppose we could go back one more time and then I would be in that area. Those are not equidistant. All right, let's do another one here. All right, we're kind of back over there. So let's see if I can just fill in this little shape here. Then we're calling it. We're gonna see what we got. But I'm happy I'm getting a little bit of these weird bloop practices in too, because this is really these sort of all over fills that, I don't know, people seem to make so easy. I have a lot of trouble with these. See, like right now I kind of got myself trapped. But that's okay, we're just gonna, oop, needle wasn't down. We're just gonna start another one. Oh, these grippets. If you go to Sewing Mates, I don't know if you guys could see that. There we go, Sewing Mates. Sewingmates.com, that's where they have them. And they are oftentimes on mass drop for a little bit cheaper, but not all the time. But, ooh, I'm using this one upside down. I really like them. All right, we are doing a really dense little, I don't even know, what are these called again? These little kind of teardrop meanders, back and forth meanders. Okay, I'm not gonna repeat that one because I need to get back down here. All right, this one's going off the page. It's about what direction you start it in, I think. Helps you travel in the right direction. All right, let's just echo to get inside here. Do some back and forthies. We'll get in here and do a little bloop. I mean, I'm right now I'm stitching basically where it's all going to be trimmed off, because it's all going to be covered by our seam allowance. But we got this little area up here yet. Let's do it. All right, so now we're just kind of back at the start of our little ribbon. There. All right, you guys. I think that's my limit for the night. You know, Mary, I like them for different reasons. So sometimes it feels right just using the grippets. I can like stop and start easily, and my hands are free, and I like that. But sometimes, I don't know. Sometimes I want to use the gloves, and sometimes I actually use a glove and I use a grippet at the same time. What's nice is I can use this as a straight edge and an arc every once in a while, even though they're a little thick for my machine. So I don't know. I'll just yeah, personal preference. Sometimes I'll just gravitate to one over the other for the evening. I haven't quite defined that yet, why I use one over the other. All right, let's check this out, but I think I'm going to be pretty happy with this so far. I'm happy for one because I got to practice some of that all over quilting stuff, and it's been a long time for me, and that scares me, this all over quilting stuff, because I get stuck and I don't know where I'm going with it. But look at it so far. Ooh, it is so decorative. Okay, I'm feeling fancy, you guys. So here's this guy. So we'll have to figure out what to do for the rest. Okay, that's not too bad, all of this stuff in here. I want to play with that stitching a lot to get it real flat versus not stitching at all to get that poofiness. Oh, you know, we have this jump in here. I can snip that off now. So I want to flip it around to the back so we can check it out. But yeah, so we got to think of where else can we add like some poofiness. Oh my God, that is so cute. I love it. That is a cute pineapple, and it looks like a pineapple from the back. And you know what? Adding this outline really helped make it not disappear. So I know I've mentioned on some of my other blocks how I feel like I quilt it and then it kind of goes away with the rest of the quilting. Here I feel like with this big outline, we finally did something where it stands out a little bit. And then all this really dense stitching around it. I actually kind of like this side better than than this swirl, but this is a fun practice. This is a fun new thing for me. So, all right, we need to do some other fun things where we have some big open poofs like how this guy is when we come back to this on Monday. But I am really happy with this. I love how this looks next to how simple this is. And also, I like kind of the geometric stuff with all this, swirly stuff. And this too was kind of fun. Here goes all the way to the bottom. So yeah, we got to think of what else to do here. Like it, I do, oh man, maybe we do more grid work. That would be kind of cool. I mean, this whole thing could be, a back and forth grid like this with, I don't know, something else. All right, we're off to a good start, you guys. And I think it looks super cute from the front. I mean, look at that pineapple. Ah, love it. All right, you guys, I'm going to flip you around and we will call it an evening. Oh, Gretchen, totally. Doing these small just blocks of 4. I mean, I wouldn't be able to practice like this on a huge quilt. It's just, that's what is so nice about working on this Quilt As You Go, where I just take the 4 pieces together and quilt them. It really, I was flipping it around as I went too, and that was really helpful. It's so much easier to work on something small like this. And you know what? If you mess up one of these blocks of 4, it's gonna just blend away in the rest of the quilt. You know what I mean? So yeah, look how cool that is. Oh, I feel like a fancy quilter tonight, you guys. Do some swirls and feel fancy. I really think that turned out cool. I'm really happy with that. Ooh, all right, we got to figure out what to do for the rest of this on Monday. So that's when I'll be back after the weekend's done. So Monday, again, there is a time change on, it's daylight savings time, and that's on Sunday. So Monday, if you changed for daylight savings just like me, then I will still be at 8:30 p.m. So nothing changes for you except for your own time change. If you don't have a time change where you're at, then I will be on an hour earlier than usual. So expect me an hour earlier for you guys. Yeah, and get my snowshoes out. That's right. Ugh, it's going to be a big question mark. It's going to either be 7 inches of snow on top of our 3 feet that we already have, or it's just going to be rainy slush. That's going to melt 3 feet of snow, so it's going to be a disaster tomorrow. I'm staying home. So, all right, you guys, I will get this up on YouTube at Penguin and Fish Movies on YouTube. Click subscribe there, and then also I will leave it up here on the Penguin and Fish Facebook page. These are all live on Penguin and Fish on the Facebook page on at 8:30 p.m. Central again. All right, have a great evening, you guys. Good night.